All right, so it's preparing. I think we might be live. Not sure.
Yep, it says webinar is now streaming live on YouTube. Hey, everybody. Welcome to our Saturday presentation for kulaBrands. And today I want to actually pose a question to people. So, and my question is this, I'm going to pull up some data here, some information on a couple of things here. So I know there's a lot of people out there that have spent time, effort, and energy working on building residual income, right? Because we want to retire maybe early, or maybe we want to retire in a little bit better style than what we're going to be able to through our work or through Social Security or whatever mechanism it is. If you're in another country, through whatever mechanism you have for retirement. And so a lot of people do what? They put money in 401ks and different things to invest in companies after the company's been developed, right? Down the road, once it gets to a point where it's going to go public. And some of these companies like GoPro, their first year in business, they did $150,000. In 2015, they did $1.62 billion. And you might be saying to yourself, why does this matter to me? Well, because I want to pose this question. What if the founders, the people that started GoPro, had come to you and said, listen, I know you're not wealthy. I know you don't have a lot of extra money. I don't want you to invest in my company, but what you can do to help me build GoPro and help me get it started is you can simply pre-purchase my product through this thing called crowdfunding. And if you can get, 600, 700, 800 of your friends to do that as well, then that would give me the money to launch my company and I could bring my brand to the marketplace. And if you did that, I would give you a percentage of every dollar that we do in revenue. You'd be like, well, that sounds pretty cool, especially if you love the product, right? If you sat down and looked at it and said, man, this GoPro thing is cool. I really like it. I could use the product. So why wouldn't I participate in that and purchase that product? What if Phil Knight, when he was starting Nike, it was actually called BRS at the time, who sold in 1964 his first 1,300 pairs of shoes, grossing simply $8,000. So I want you to think about this. You and about 1,299 other people saw this project through crowdfunding and said, yeah, we'll pre-buy a pair of shoes. Because remember, this 8,000 is what helped him get the company started, right? This was the beginning of the start of Nike. And of course, we all know today that Nike is a multi-billion-dollar a year brand. That would put you in a pretty good position, right? Because, the problem is with investing in startup companies like this is what? It's highly risky. The chance of the company making it, you could end up losing your money. But simply purchasing a product and then having that help the entrepreneur through reward-based crowdfunding is pretty interesting. Now, the other thing is these companies need what? They need marketing and they need advertising and they need to be able to promote their product. Well, what if the owner of Starbucks just started today? What if that chain just started today? And they said, listen, if you will simply share our message on social media, we'll let you participate in the revenue of our company for the history of our company. Well, I got to tell you, in 1971, they had one location. By 1986, they had 6 locations. Today, over 23,000 locations around the world. And of course, we know that Starbucks sells tens of billions of dollars in coffee. Now, again, let's just keep going down the list. Let's do a smaller brand. In 1972, Duck Commander. You guys have seen the show, right? Duck Dynasty had $8,000 in sales. In 2012, it had over $40 million in sales. So imagine if they came to you and they said, hey, if you just simply purchase a duck call along with some other people through crowdfunding and you share on social media, and then possibly you help me share some, I will give you a percentage of my sales for the rest of the history of my company. So it started in 1972. It is now 2019. The company is doing very well right now. It is up. It is still going strong. After what is that? 28 years plus 19, 38, 47 years. For 47 years, if you would have made that deal, you would have income coming in. Now, I want to say, guys, that this is actually not a pipe dream. That is what kulaBrands does. We simply find creative inventors that are out there building companies and putting things together. And we simply say this: we have a community of people. So the first thing that you need to do to be able to make this a reality in the future, not of those companies, but the new brands that are starting, the brands that are going to be these epic brands 10, 20 years from now that are going to be around for a very long time. What you need to do right now, the first thing is to become part of the kulaBrands community. Now, what does that mean? There's a small fee involved with it, $249 one-time cost to be involved, or you can get involved at $25 a month for 12 months, $300 total to do. And that is a lifetime payment. And that is all the money that you'll ever pay directly for being in. After that, you're simply going to collaborate with inventors and a community of people to help do what? Build residual income for each other, not just for ourselves. So collaboration, guys, is an interesting concept that's been around, of course, for a while, but I believe it's one of the most powerful concepts out there. And that is, instead of me going, okay, how am I going to go make a lot of money for myself? Me, you, and some other people come together and we work in concert with each other. So we collaborate to where when I do something, it benefits you. When you do something, it benefits me. And then when somebody over here does something as well, like Deborah, it benefits me and you. And when we do something, it benefits Deborah. And this is a building block of the kulaBrands community. And so far right now, we have over 4,500 members that are collaborating together in countries all over the world to do what? Help each other build residual income. So I know a lot of you out there have gotten involved in these businesses before. And even though there was somebody that said, hey, I'll help you and I'll do stuff. Maybe it was your sponsor. Maybe it was some guru out there that said, I will help you build residual income. But then somehow you felt like you were alone and you were by yourself. And it was only your efforts that were going to help you achieve that success. And ultimately, you ended up quitting because you were there by yourself. That doesn't happen in kulaBrands. In kulaBrands, you'll have 4,500 plus other people. Some wake up every day and put in 15 minutes a day, some an hour a day, some maybe only a couple of minutes a day, some maybe only a few minutes a month. But every single activity that they're doing is going towards helping you achieve success. And everything you do is going to help other people achieve success. One of the greatest things about our concept is this: we make residual income by helping entrepreneurs achieve their dreams. I want to really think about this. Some point in time, you've been involved in kulaBrands for maybe a year, a couple of years, maybe it's 5, 6, 7 years, and you've built this residual income. And every month, month after month after month, this money continues to come in. But here's the key. By doing that, every time you get that check, you can say to yourself, I helped Artis achieve her dream. I helped Cliff get his dream. I helped Len get his dream. As a matter of fact, Len just had an amazing thing happen this past week. He was invited to go present his product at Walmart. You've helped Rick achieve his dream. I want to tell you a little bit about Rick, TuckVisor. So you're like, wow, yeah, this sounds pretty good, man. If I could get royalties from these companies and it just continues to come in, that'd be pretty cool. But can kulaBrands really help make a brand happen? Well, TuckVisor is a great example. TuckVisor, July 1st, will be on HSN. On HSN, guys. This is a product. We met Rick. He had a simple but creative solution that solves a problem. And we signed a royalty deal with him. And so by simply purchasing TuckVisor, when it goes up on HSN on July 1st, you can participate in every single sale through HSN. But not only that, right now, if you're driving down the road or you're going on a trip, stop at TA or Petro truck stops. When you go into that store, you just simply go look around and you will find TuckVisor in that store. And the kulaBrands members that help fund that through crowdfunding and then now participate in that branding and marketing side of things, or purchasing the product through their Shop Kula store, which is provided by us for life of you being involved in kulaBrands. You or they participate in 100% of every single sale that takes place at a TA or Petro truck stop. And if you want to see how many people that is, I did a live about a week ago, and I was at one of the truck stops. It was packed. There were so many trucks and so many people coming through this truck stop. And it's not even summertime yet. Imagine those truck stops and the amount of people that are going through them. If that's not to convince you enough, we have another product, Foot Roller. Just got accepted into a catalog that sends out 33 million copies of their catalog every 6 months, and will be in the 2018 fall edition of that catalog just in time for what? For the holidays. And so if you simply purchase a foot log and get the value of that, and I'm not even going to get Deb started because she would take up 30 minutes telling you how great and how much she loves the foot log, because it's absolutely an incredible product. But every time one of those foot logs, see, Deb participated with foot log in the crowdfunding. And so every time one of those foot logs sells in that catalog, Deb is making a commission, or what we call a reverse royalty. Not only that, though, but also Foot Roller will be on HSN. We don't have a date yet, but it'll be on HSN. Our very first product that we put out there, called Zip and Store, which I just talked about Len showing it to Walmart. But not only that, is it was picked up by As Seen on TV and will be going into the infomercial status in the next 30 to 45 days. Not only that, they were able to sign a major deal with one of the largest plastic bag manufacturers in the world, which will shortly begin distribution in over 10 countries around the world of this product. Why is that important? Why am I talking about it? Because the people that help support that in crowdfunding, every single time KingPack sells a unit anywhere in those 10 plus countries, they get a percentage of that sale. When it sells through As Seen on TV, every time a sale takes place, our members, the people that help purchase it through crowdfunding, or just simply maybe shared it, maybe they did a Facebook Live video on it, they get a percentage of every single Zip and Store that's sold. And guys, this is not just for a year, 2 or 5. It is for the lifetime of the product. So now I want you to imagine, we talked about several major companies in the beginning. I want you to take and add all those up together and think about, what if you were involved in a company and those brands came to us and said, hey, can you help take us to the marketplace? And we said, yes. What if you got a percentage of it? That is the future of kulaBrands. We will eventually have hundreds of brands, and of that, 20 or 30 or 40 of those will become the major brands of the future. Many more will become just successful brands that are selling 10, 20, 30, 40, $50 million a year in sales. So imagine a time and place where you are collecting royalties on 10, 20, 30, 50 companies that every single day, employees show up in the morning, manufacturing gets done, marketing gets done. And what are you doing? You're simply collecting those royalty payments. Why are you collecting those royalty payments? Because in the first 2 or 3 years of that brand, we simply purchased their product. We became super loyal fans. We became fans of sharing their information on Facebook, maybe liking videos on YouTube. So we shared it through our social media. We helped them get the brand started. They didn't have to sell equity very early on in their development. So they were able to hold on to a lot more of their company. So to those founders, to those owners, it was worth it. And remember, the entire time, what are we doing? We're helping make dreams come true for the entrepreneurs that we're helping launch their projects. We're taking people that maybe would have never had success. A matter of fact, Len has said on several occasions that Zip and Store would not exist if it wasn't for the kulaBrands community. So think about that. That is a dream that exists today and is on its way to becoming one of the most successful brands out there because of the creativity of Len, but it wouldn't have existed if it wasn't for the kulaBrands community. So if you're looking for something to build true lifelong residual income, and you're sitting there going, how can I do that? I have to tell you this, guys. Residual income is based on you being able to, or anyone being able to, do something one time, and then after that, someone else takes over the sales, the marketing, the promotion, and they continue to build that brand or that company without you having to have any further engagement or effort into it. So I have to tell you, I guarantee you, Michael Jackson's not spending a lot of time on his music anymore, right? He passed away, but yet his music is still generating money. It's that way with a lot of artists that are out there. What they developed while they were here continues to generate money. Why? Because other people have taken it and are doing stuff with it. If you've ever heard popular music, maybe in a commercial, that commercial, that company is being run by somebody else, not the person who sang that song, but yet the person who sang the song is still getting paid. That's true residual income, and that's what we allow you to do. There are no requirements with kulaBrands as far as monthly minimums of expenditures for you to have to spend. So think about, I want to draw the picture, and then we're going to let you go for today. And that is this. Imagine that you're able to leverage the talent, the creativity. So a lot of us are like, oh, I'm not an inventor. I can't create things. I can't sing. But guess what? I can't sing either, but Donovan can. And because of the power of the kulaBrands model, I'm able to support Donovan by what? Simply buying his music, supporting him, maybe going to one of his events when he comes down. And I love his music anyway. And then when Donovan goes on to become a successful artist, I continue to get paid because of the support that I gave him early in his career. So you don't have to be a singer. You don't have to be creative. You don't have to spend the effort and the time. I have to tell you, one of the hardest things out there to do, guys, is to start a business and build a brand, a major brand. It takes several years of 6-7 days a week working, 12, 14 hours a day. Matter of fact, go online and look and see what Elon Musk says about starting a business and how many hours a day he works and how many days a week that he works. And you can go do that for many, many successful entrepreneurs. So most of us, we want the benefit of a business, but we don't want to have to put that kind of sacrifice and time in. And that is part of kulaBrands. You don't have to. What you need to do is become part of kulaBrands. Support these inventors. They will put in the 6-7 days a week. They will put in the 12, 14, 15-hour days. They'll put up the stress of running a business, but you benefit from it because you supported them and allowed them to torture themselves on a daily basis, right? In being entrepreneurs and starting businesses. And then think about just simply sharing. I want to ask you guys a question. How many of you shared some type of content, like somebody's post, in the last week or 2 or 3 weeks or last month? If you did that by that same simple activity, which I'm sure you probably did for free, right? It was a picture of your sister's new baby or something. You hit the like button, you hit the share, and you put a comment in. Or maybe it was a product, maybe it was something that you like, maybe it was an artist that you really like, and you shared some content for them, or you liked their content. Through kulaBrands, you can actually turn that into an income source. You can simply like, share, comment on videos, and eventually have that turn into lifelong residual income by supporting these entrepreneurs. So kulaBrands is really simple, guys. $249 one-time cost to get involved, or 12 payments of $25. And it allows you to leverage the creativity, the time, the effort, the sacrifice that entrepreneurs are going to make. It also allows you to leverage the time, the effort, the influence, the money of every single other kulaBrands member that gets involved in the same projects as you. It also lets you leverage the business model that we've put together, which is called kulaBrands, right? That we filed for a patent on, that is unique and it's only. So if you talk about the best pathway, and really the major pathway to wealth is leveraging people's time, talent, money, sacrifice, all of that stuff, right? Influence, then kulaBrands is absolutely the best way for you to do that. And if it is the best way to do that, then it is the best way for you to build lifelong residual income. So get back with the person who sent you this video and has you watching this video and ask them, what is this kulaBrands about? I want to find out more to see if it's right for me to get involved with. So have a great day. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to helping you create residual income and leverage the talents, time, influence, money, of many, many other people throughout our community and of our inventors. Thank you.